Hey guys, David Tash here, and
Joe Rizzo.
welcome to another episode of Fireside Chat. Today, we have a question from Michael from New Jersey. He asked, what social media platform or platforms should recruiters be spending their time on? Joey, for Mike?
I got an answer for you, Mike. Thanks for asking, and great question. Right now we know that Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, there's a bunch of different platforms, Twitter. You got to make sure that you're where your candidates and clients are. So we're going to focus on one big one. You definitely should be on LinkedIn. Why? Because you have basically two clients: the candidate that you're trying to find and the hiring company. So both of those are on LinkedIn, and you can find both of them typically on LinkedIn, the professional and the company that's hiring.
Oh, no, absolutely. And I think it's much better to choose one platform to start with to really invest and understand that platform. You don't want to be the guy that's trying to push stuff out to Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Google Plus, because it's just going to, unless you have a system and you already have a way to do this where it doesn't take up too much of your time, you're going to burn out and you end up going to be doing nothing, right? So we much rather you focus on the one that's going to give you the biggest result, the biggest potential, and that's LinkedIn. Candidates are on there, obviously. The companies that are going to be hiring you are on there, and they're going to be checking out your stuff, and you'll be able to build your brand. Now, a lot of people also say, like, hey, am I supposed to be posting multiple times a day, 5 days a week, twice a week? Like, what is that magic number? And honestly, there really isn't a magic number. The first number you start with is, what can you commit to? If you know that you can post once a week, post once a week. If you can post twice a day, post twice a day. Something where it's not going to take you from the other activities that you need to do to make money, because it takes time, guys. It's, this brand building, this social media play is a long-term play. It's going to affect you when people are looking at you, when you're in that process of bringing on new clients, and they already know your brand. Why wouldn't they choose you over another recruiter? That's what's going to happen, because you're slowly exposing them to your content.
Yeah.
So commit to what you can do. Okay, do what you can commit to. Joe, do you agree with that?
Absolutely. Why I do think you hit on some important parts. Focus on one thing. If you try to chase two rabbits, you're not going to catch either of them. So, while as a marketing company and from the marketing standpoint, I think all platforms are important. Starting out for recruiting, you really should be where your potential clients are, and that's LinkedIn. And really understanding it, utilizing it, and becoming a presence on there is so important, especially for your business. That's where you're going to generate a lot of your business, and really focusing on that. And you mentioned the long-term play. It's also can be that short-term play. It's starting to have that effect. For those that are ready and those that are looking for your service, you're right there. You're on the platform. You're meeting them where they are, and that's so important in any bit of marketing, is that you meet your clients where they are.
Yeah, and right now, guys, LinkedIn, their goal is to keep people on their platform for as long as possible. There isn't a tremendous amount of content on LinkedIn compared to other platforms like Facebook, like Instagram, like Twitter. So what this means is LinkedIn's actually going to push your content out to your connections, which means free advertisement, guys. Other people are paying for people to see their content. On LinkedIn, you're getting a portion of that pushed out there for you for free, just for you to be active on LinkedIn. So it's a great opportunity, and you'll be crazy not to capitalize on it. So make sure you capitalize on it.
Take a look at it. Once you make a connection with somebody, it's such an important thing. People don't realize, once you make a connection with somebody, all of a sudden their updates start to pop up on your newsfeed. There's a reason for that. There's actually a thing called a social score, and it's something that you want to be sure you're aware of. Your social score is how LinkedIn looks at you. It's how are your connections, how relevant are they, and are people looking at your profile, and are you posting content that's relevant to the people you're making connections with? So there's some really interesting numbers on that, even from the staffing side, and then on the marketing side. Most marketing companies aren't even utilizing LinkedIn the way they should be. The average marketer has a score of around 26. out of 100. That's pretty bad. That's average. And so what that means is people aren't, to this day, utilizing the platform like they should be. And so any bit of traction you can do right now on LinkedIn is going to get you that free exposure. That's not even paying for ads. And we can get into that whole another topic.
Yeah. Now, Joe, what type of content should they be posting to get the maximum benefit?
Great question. So it's going to be relevant. So most of the recruiting and staffing companies that we work with and we talk with are looking at, they have, whether they're in IT or they're in medical. So you want to post content that's relevant to both the candidate and to the potential people hiring. So so if it's industry specific, and there's different ways, and that'll be another fireside chat where we talk about different ways that you can actually get content, but that content should be relevant to the industry that you work in. That's going to help people see you as the authority, and you don't always have to make the content. You can just be the reporter. We've talked about this before. If you can just curate the content and report on it versus being the person that has to come up with the whole idea. That helps your brand and also helps your authority as well.
Love it. So Michael, I really hope this answers your question. Guys, if you have any questions for us, comment below, post your questions. We'll be happy to answer them. Or you can send an email to success@tashaadvertising.com with your question for the fireside chat. And Joe and I will answer them for you, and we'll post it on here. So everyone have a great day. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you guys soon.
See you on the next one. Bye for now.